Someone once said, expectations are just disappointments under construction. And overland travel proves it time and again. In a world ruled by the whimsy of Mother Nature, nothing is certain, and plans are bound to be changed. When we arrived in San Luis Potosi, Mexico, we had plans for an adventure that Mother Nature just wasn't on board with. Luckily, we've learned to embrace the unexpected. Mexico always surprises us, and we're excited to see what new experiences are out there when we're forced to go with the flow. So buckle up and let's roam. Welcome to our little slice of paradise, tucked in beside a sprawling sugarcane field here in San Luis Potosi. We finally found the milky-blue waters we had been dreaming of, and now we're bathing in sunshine after a week of chill that plunged as low as 7 degrees Celsius. The warmth has returned, with temperatures climbing into the high 20s and low 30s. And for a moment, life feels just right. But life on the road is ever-changing. Weather rules our days, and everything can shift in the span of mere hours. Well, the heat has finally found us. Yeah. It is like 8 o'clock in the morning, and in the sun.
Is it 8 o'clock in the morning, babe?
9 o'clock in the morning.
10?
10 o'clock in the morning. It's like probably 25 degrees in the sun. So, good thing we're right beside a river. So it's smoking hot outside. We're back at the river for more swimming, and I just can't get over how gorgeous it is here. It looks like a fairy tale. Like, look at that. Oh my gosh.
A fairy tale?
A fairy tale. As the weekend is coming to a close and the weather is threatening to change drastically in the following days, we're enjoying our last moments of heat and sunshine beside the river. Tomorrow, we'll make our way a little further south to a waterfall and a new camp spot. So we're holed up in the van right now, and we're learning that often when you find a beautiful spot like this, you're often sharing it with less savory creatures. And in this case, it's no-see-ums. The no-see-ums in this area are absolutely brutal, and we're both now covered in no-see-um bites. And with all the swimming that we've done today, it seems that they're very attracted to moisture. And so I think that just with the amount of swimming, probably the heat that's brought out the bugs, is just getting really bad. So I'll show you just how bad it is. That's my foot. You can see that it's all covered in no-see-ums, or no-see-um bites, all over my legs, and Meg is covered in them as well.
I've taken Benadryl 3 nights in a row.
So she will not be the only one taking Benadryl tonight. You know, we may look like we're in paradise, but
it's a bug's life.
It's a bug's life. Well, after 3 days of hanging out at this wonderful, wonderful spot, it is time to move on. After a weekend as sunny and warm as the one we just enjoyed, it's hard to believe that things will change, which makes leaving this spot a tough decision. We don't often stay anywhere for very long, especially here in San Luis Potosi, with many of our overnight camp spots just being parking lots. It's been a challenge to find free camping, and each time we move, we roll the dice on where we'll sleep the following night. It's one of those lesser spoken of realities of overland travel, and one of the root causes for us moving as often as we do. It's something that, if left unchecked, has the potential to result in premature travel burnout. So when we find a really good spot, we try and take advantage of it as best we can. Looks to be the sugarcane processing plant. Spotting dogs as usual.
Wow.
Sugarcane processing plant. Cool. Okay. Whoa, look at all of it. Oh, I could just like hang out here and watch it happen. That's really cool. Oh, holy smokes, that's huge. It's a huge plant. There's all my favorite trucks. All the sugarcane trucks. They're so cool.
This yellow and red number.
Oh, check out. That's cool.
Oh, look at this dog. Oh!
I'm a big fan of old things, and having operated a lot of heavy equipment and driven semi-trucks for 10 years, I'm quickly growing an addiction to these old sugarcane haulers. The lights, the vibrant colors, and the obvious refusal to let an old thing die makes my gear-driven heart sing with joy.
Are you hungry? Are you riddled with fleas? Are you hungry? Am I gonna get fleas? You're dirty. Yummy.
Katie got some milk. Alright, so today we are at Cascada de Micos. It's not a great day, it's overcast, cool, but we're still gonna send it. Because we're hardcore! Hardcore! Walking to Cascada de Micos, it was immediately apparent that this spot would be an absolute oasis in the heat. Lots of shade, flowing water, and wading pools everywhere. Food vendors, and a beautiful waterfall as a cherry on top. This spot would be perfect to come to with some friends, a few beers and snacks to hang out for a hot afternoon. It kind of reminded me of cascading river spots back home in British Columbia during the summer. So last week, that's where we were. And we've since gone all the way over here and then back, and now we've come down. We were just at Cascada de Micos, and then we've come down here, and now we're going to go over here. Despite there being literally 0 wild camping spots listed on iOverlander in the West Potosina area, we still managed to find free places to camp whenever we've needed to. It's just a matter of a bit of time and knowing what to look for on the GPS image.
Well, should we batten down the hatches? Yep. Try and stay warm? Brr!
I am still in shorts.
So inappropriately dressed. Alright, so there is one big plus side to the cold, gloomy weather, and that is that I can cook on the stovetop to my heart's content without heating up the van too much. So I've got a lot on the go. Let me show you. First up, I have baked a banana carrot cake. And then this right here is the whole wheat sourdough naan. And then I've got my aromatics for a cauliflower chickpea curry all ready to go. Alright, so since I've only got 2 small burners, I've got to cook in stages. So I'm first going to tackle the sourdough naan and cook the rice, because those 2 things can sit while I make the curry. Let's get going on the curry. I start by frying the onions in oil until they're soft and translucent. Next, I add the aromatics, garlic, fresh turmeric and ginger, and cilantro stems, and saute until fragrant. Then come the spices: cumin, coriander, turmeric, garam masala, curry powder, black pepper, and a pinch of salt. Once the spices are toasted, I stir in tomato puree and let it caramelize to deepen the flavor. Finally, I chop a whole head of cauliflower and add it to the pot along with the chickpeas, stirring until the cauliflower is covered in the curry base. I'm gonna put a lid on and let that cauliflower cook before I add the coconut milk. All right, last up, coconut milk. Come on. Nice.
Smorgasbord? Smorgasbord.
Yeah.
Smorgasbord.
It's been a long time since we've had a nice curry dinner.
Yeah, it's been a while. Very excited for this. Looks delicious, hon.
We went all out. All out.
Are we a couple weirdos? Yes. See, yes.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh yeah. This rice. Beautiful rice.
Gorgeous, gorgeous basmati.
Basmati.
Is that good for you?
Yep.
And then we get a nice big dollop.
Big old dollop.
Cauliflower chickpea curry.
Delicious.
Oh yeah. And then we give him a nice little on bread. She's gorgeous. She's beauty. She's grace.
Yeah?
See.
Okay. At times like this, where we've reached an inevitable slowdown in our travels, when we wind up waiting out less desirable weather conditions, it often brings a lot of other things to the forefront of our minds. It allows us a chance to focus our thoughts elsewhere other than the next stop or activity. One thing that we've both started to take note of is how few travelers we've seen on this trip. And by few, I mean none. Actually, since we left Canada, we haven't traveled with, spoken to, or much less spotted any other domestic or international overland travelers while on the road. We're not sure if it's the area or the time of year, but the lack of interaction with other like-minded individuals is becoming quite obvious, and we're feeling a little like having some people to chat with might liven the mood a little. So walking across this bridge, I was looking at the construction of it and realized that right there is just a piece of rebar that has been heated up and wrapped around this cable, and the same is down here. It's like that the whole way along. So this bridge is just kind of like custom built by the neighborhood that's just over there. And you can see like this one right here. It's just like a loop. It works. The bridge hasn't fallen down. With another camp spot pin on the map and a quickly draining house battery, it's time to move again in search of another place to sleep for the night. We have a short 1-hour back road route ahead of us, which will take us through more sugarcane fields and small farm towns. Rolling through the small towns on this back route, you really get the sense that the locals don't see a lot of foreigners in this area. We're used to our creamsicle-colored van turning heads, but the extent to which folks rubberneck as they watch us pass by, we're starting to get real Gumby vibes. I love these trucks, they're so cool.
Alex wants a white bumper. What do you guys think? Are white bumpers cool?
Yes. What do you think, babe? Think it's gonna be good?
It's farmer's field. Feels like private property.
This looks pretty good to me. This was yet another spot I had spied out while browsing Google Maps. I'm slowly developing a formula for how to acquire free camp spots in Mexico, and thus far it's proven quite effective. The following morning, we awoke to abnormally cold temperatures, low clouds, and a soaking mist hanging over the valley. We knew that it was going to be cold that day, but we weren't expecting this. If you're enjoying this film and want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like. It's a free and easy way to help our videos make it to a wider audience. We Western Canadians have an inherent desire to hole up and stay cozy when it's gray and cold outside.
And after a few hot days, we weren't about to deny ourselves some cozy time in the van. In hindsight, I could have even fired up the wood stove for some extra warmth.
Well, welcome to the van on this beautiful Tuesday. We're not entirely sure if we're in Mexico anymore. 4 degrees Celsius. Feels like 0. We're currently in or close to Tambaca, Mexico, San Luis Potosi. And I'm wearing a sweater with a long sleeve t-shirt, another t-shirt, and sweatpants and wool slippers right now. And Meg is bundled up in bed. We're just like, what is going on? It is so cold outside. I was flying the drone and had just like slippers on it, and my feet are absolutely freezing.
Luckily, the next day, the sky told a different story altogether. The sun had come back out and the heat was slowly returning.
Well, it's an exciting day. The sun has returned. The warmth hasn't really, but it's good enough for us to have an adventure day. So we're gonna go see some stuff.
First on our list of things to do was to visit the small town of Agua Buena and scope out a campground suggested to us by our friends. Our short drive from our camp spot along the river, and we'd arrived in the little oasis town. Agua Buena is a special little spot with this beautiful river and cascading waterfalls right in the middle of town.
So we run our battery down to between 30 and 40% after all the cloudy days and wild camping. So we've got those panels tilted for some extra juice.
After checking the forecast and seeing more cold and gloomy weather inbound, we decided to change our plans completely. We were looking at possibly another week of less than ideal conditions, and there was no way we were going to miss out on hot weather for the entirety of our stay in the Huasteca Potosina region. So instead of battling the cold, we're leaving and going somewhere else. But we have this sunny day to enjoy now, so we'll leave tomorrow.
Freshly squeezed juice. Go.
Tell us what we have.
Meg got a Jamaica, and I got guava juice.
We're actually sharing.
Are we? Oh, okay.
Okay, so we got gorditas.
Smells good.
Is it spicy? Is that one?
Huh? That's spicy.
Tacos.
Look at that. It's from a tree. This lime.
This lime is from a tree.
Wanna eat?
Well, we are officially fed and watered, and we got backpacks full of
Frutas y verduras!
Now we're gonna go back
home.
home.
Alex just learned how to say fruits and vegetables.
I did not just learn.
What an expedition.
What an expedition. I'm ready to get into that water. All right, so the hull is
I've already
4 tomatoes, 4 carrots,
4
head of
kiwis,
cauliflower, 4 kiwis,
garlic,
jalapenos,
a pineapple, a cantaloupe, spinach, cilantro, and some yogurt, I think. Oh, and tortillas.
How much did we pay?
I don't know, 30, 40, 30 or $40 Canadian?
Oh, it's not bad. Probably
30.
costs a lot more in Canada.
Yeah, maybe like 30 USD.
And that's what a bunch of cilantro looks like in Mexico.
Look at this.
So we definitely have a few things to add to what we got. We also got, what, a bag of spinach, cantaloupe, eggs.
Bananas, apples, tortilla chips.
Yeah,
It was
lots
a-
of stuff.
Look at this! How am I gonna ever use it all?
We're gonna have to...
I'm gonna do my best.
The next day, we departed Agua Buena and Huasteca Potosina and pointed our compass west towards the state of Guanajuato and a final destination of Guanajuato City. It's a 6-hour drive, longer than we've driven in 2 weeks, so it's time to sit down, turn the music up, and drive, baby, drive.
Did we make it to the gravel after 6 hours?
Yeah,
Are you okay?
tired.
Impromptu gravel route through that canyon. I've never been happier to see the gravel.
Watch, I'll totally stop now.
Oh God, Alex has the hiccups and I couldn't think of a worse situation to be in. All right, let's do another poll. What's worse, having the hiccups or being close to somebody with the hiccups?
Having them. Ready to get to Guanajuato?
Ready to rock.
We have a 1 hour drive to get to Guanajuato and our camp spot for the weekend. Let's do it. Like I've stated before, overlanding is a constant, never-ending stream of decisions. The decision you make today could drastically affect your enjoyment of the following day. There are no constants, there is very little predictability. With each decision, you have to roll with the consequences or appreciate and savor the benefits. In this case, I couldn't be happier with the outcome of our decision. Looking down on Guanajuato from the mountainside, it was instantly obvious we had come to a truly unique place and that choosing to wait out bad weather here was the right decision for us. Friggin' steep. I love it though, it's fun. And it's tight. Holy moly. Oh my word! Friggin' Google, where are we going?
Oh my god, it's another traveler. We haven't seen one of these yet.
What the heck? It's such a rare breed. Well, here's home for the next 2, maybe 3 days. And it looks like we have a ton to explore.
Yep.
You stoked?
Yeah, it's really cool here.
Yeah.
So far.
This is first 20 minutes. It looks so cool. I'm stoked. Let's go. The first time I ever saw photos of Guanajuato was in a blog post from friends Richard and Ashley of Des to Glory. I remember seeing the colorful buildings behind Little Red and being immediately fascinated. But Mexico at that time was a distant land that I had no means of making it to, and the life I was living wouldn't afford the travel to get here, so the idea was shelved and temporarily forgotten. Never would I have thought I would actually make it here, and I am absolutely thrilled to be sharing the experience with Meg.
Next overland rig?
That's going to be our next overland rig right there.
Let's see what's in two.
Taco time?
Yeah, that's really good. Nothing better than a horchata to cool off on a hot day. Yes.
Alex is wearing his fancy shirt.
Meg found this for me in a thrift store for what, $7 US, and it's like $100 shirt. So
Those are loaded tacos.
believe it or not, I'm not a big eater. I almost never order more tacos, but these are so good that I ordered more tacos. So good.
Our short walk through the city revealed another beautiful Mexican city rich with culture and history and so much food. I can't describe how excited we were to be amidst the hustle and bustle, absorbing the sights and sounds of a living city.
for me. This is cute. Gelato.
Much excited.
Yummy. Yes. Did you want
What is this? A spoon for ants? Well, that was only 2 hours of walking around Guanajuato. So we have another full 2 days to do more. And I'm in love with this city already. Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. This is what we came to Mexico for.
Thank you for being here and following along with our travels. We hope that by being here, you're inspired by what you see to get out there into the world to create your own experiences and memories. Until the next one, keep on roaming. If you would like to see behind the scenes content, route and camp spot information, or if you'd just like to support us by putting some gas in our tank each month, you can contribute on Patreon. And before you go, make sure to check out slowroamers.com to grab yourself some stylish Slow Roamers merch.